right. It was Labor Day, so we labored, and we all took the day away from Maps Chat. We hope you had a safe and happy holiday. We hope it was a long weekend that you enjoyed whatever it was you chose. So with that aside, we're going to move on with just a question to ask our Maps coaches here. What makes web leads the easiest to work with? Chris McNamara, 30 seconds, go.
I'm going to go ahead and just say the mass volume. I mean, statistically looking, if you're getting 30 to 40 leads a week, there's a good chance in there that based on skill and based on your consistency, you can hook up with at least 3 or 4 different suspects and turn them into prospects, people in your car or possible listing appointments. I'm going to say volume, Chad.
Volume. All right, Chris, perfect. Liz, right back to you. What makes web leads the easiest type of leads to work with?
Easiest thing about web leads is that they're completely trackable. You can log into the back system of your website, and almost every website is going to tell you what page they came in on, what page they left on, where they visited in between, how long they were on each page. So you can completely find this information. Some of them will even go as far as to give you IP addresses. They'll capture the email for you automatically. So you can completely predict the behavior of your web lead and what they're doing when they're probably going to lie to you up front and just say, oh, no, we're just looking.
Perfect. Right on 30 seconds, Liz. Well done. All right. Now, what makes web leads the hardest to work with? Chris, 20 seconds.
Shoot, I've seen most of the time people have a hard time with it because they don't have a plan. I'm a man with a plan, so when somebody comes into my website, I know exactly what I'm going to do for the next 8 contacts. Web leads are hard because people haven't studied for the test. If you study for it, if you prepare ahead of time, easy pie.
All right. Liz, what makes web leads the hardest to follow up with?
Hardest to follow up with, our average home buyer searches on the internet 16 to 18 months before they actually close on their home. And as Chris said, people generally don't have a plan. They're going to make one phone call, one email, and when they don't get a response or an answer, they're going to toss a very viable web lead to the side where it could have gone and closed in 6, 12, 18 months from now, but they didn't have the follow-up systems in place to convert it. And the follow-up systems can almost always be automatic, which is what we're going to talk about in the webinar next week about motivating internet leads, but they don't do it. Most people make one simple phone call and they toss it to the side.
Wow, we're going to start cutting you off, Liz. That's the longest 15 seconds I've lived through. And Chris, she actually agreed with you through that. You gonna take that?
It's awkward. I feel a little bit weird about it. Won't happen again, Chad. I'm going to go talk to my therapist later this afternoon and center myself again.
All right. Don't miss Maps Chat. We will be back on next Monday. Look for information on what our topic will be. And follow the link below. That way you can follow us to the Motivating Internet Leads webinar we'll be doing on September 13th, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll look forward to seeing you there. We're out.